Okay, I graduated from the University of Santo Tomas. As we know, it's the only pontifical university in the Far East, as an accountant, and took my board exam and became a CPA after graduation, or after the board. Unfortunately, I was too young at that time, so I had to wait for my license until I get to 21 years of age. And after that, I practiced accountancy, was employed with Mobile Oil Philippines, and also with Bureau of Commerce. At that time, it's called Bureau of Commerce. Basically, that is my educational attainment, and my job experience is all in accounting field. And actually, we were also in business. My husband and I, my husband manages and was either an officer or board of directors of businesses in the Philippines. And I happened to be the accountant in those companies. My family, all of them, they were all born in the Philippines. I have 6 children, actually 7. 5 boys and 2 girls, but one of the girls passed away at the age of 8. So when we migrated here in the U.S., I brought all of them, 5 boys and 1 girl, and they're still with me now. Well, as soon as I graduated from college, I applied for immigrant's visa here. At that time, it's very easy to be approved for an immigrant's visa under the third preference as a professional. I didn't have a hard time with that. However, I did not leave right away after that because my husband did not, he's not anxious to come here in the U.S. He's not at all anxious to come. He wants to stay in the Philippines. He is an engineering graduate in chemical engineering, and he's quite, I would say, humbly, he's quite successful in his line of business. Not in engineering area, but in business. So we stayed there when all my children were born. After 20 years, from the time my immigrant's visa, my quota came out from INS, after 20 years, we migrated to the U.S. Pagdating dito, I would count myself as one of the very blessed, lucky and blessed. We didn't have a hard time here. As soon as I got here, I got employed with UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles, as an accountant. So in that sense, which I know most of the Filipinos or migrants would experience difficulty in landing a job for one reason or another. God is so good. Even before I arrived in the U.S., I know that I have a position in UCLA waiting for me. And I actually retired there. I took the early retirement after 11 years in UCLA and moved here. This was opened in I was licensed as a realtor in 2003 in the state of California. So I do business. I could do business, and I did business in other parts other than here. So that was in 2003 and up to now. The home care facility, we started that in 2008. I'm very happy with both. Of all my involvement as an accountant, as a realtor, and as a home care operator, I most value my last 2 as real estate and not as an accountant because of the close interaction with people. I love to meet people, and my clients, they don't just end as clients, they end to be my friends, my second family here in this area. So my clients, sometimes I would be their ninang sa kasal nila. Imagine kasal, 25th anniversary, or ninang to the baby, and they just clients that I never knew before, they were just referred to me. And thank God, referral is the best compliments that I can receive from clients, from past clients. And then when we opened this business, I found this very gratifying because, the Filipino families, we are very closely knit, right? And we take care of our elders. It is given when they get old, they stay either with their eldest sibling or the youngest sibling. But in here, they have no time to take care of their elderly. They put them in a home, and if they're lucky, if they are, if they have enough, if they're well off, they can put them in a nice home like this. So we are able to provide to them the concern, the love, really the love and the care that their own family cannot give them or would not give them. It became so clear to me the difference between Filipino families, how they take care of each other, and how they are closely knit. Compared to the families here, it may not be, of course there are exemptions, but in general, once they reach 18, they're out of the house, and usually there are small families like one kid or two kids for probably economic reasons, or they don't have here much help. So when the parents get older and the children is still still taking care of their own children, the parents are left with nobody to care for. And that is where home care is very, very important in this country, I would say. What motivated us to put up this organization is to help our co-Filipinos who don't have insurance, health insurance, or underinsured, and cannot afford like consultation with the doctor for how much? $250 per consultation. When they come to us for consultation, it's $0. They can put $0 or $1. Yeah, that's true. And that is for our medical outreach. We hold it every third Saturday of the month. That is only once a month, every third Saturday of the month. And we also had past tense, dental outreach. We provided dental consultation and some procedures, but found out that it's very expensive to maintain our dental outreach. Because for every material that the dentist used, aside from the place itself and the equipment that we rent and everything costs, even a piece of cotton or a piece of gauze, or every time they use, gloves, particularly the x-rays, it costs a lot compared to medical. Medical is consultation. The doctor just gives prescription, and we are able to help them with prescription because we tie up with other pharmaceutical companies that gives us extra discount because we are non-profit organization. And all those involved in this undertaking, we are all volunteers. We are not paid in any way, but most of the time when we are short, we get from our own pocket. So the dental outreach, we discontinued it because we could not survive. We could not keep it anymore. Medical, we are still with it, and we don't only do it here, but we reach out to other neighboring cities, not to mention in the Philippines. We did our dental in the Philippines, and we served like 641 in Palawan, 641 patients pulling their teeth. We have like 5 dentists, helpers. It's all volunteers, and we combine this undertaking with the medical outreach of the Adventist people. So we combine this. We are on the dental side, they are on the medical side. We serve 641 patients in Palawan and in Batangas. So at our own expense, whoever went there, to mention, it was just my husband and myself, and the president at that time, Ted Malagar, and his wife. The four of us took care of everything. Yun lang. And despite masakit, mahirap masakit, pero masaya, masarap. Meron kang yung reward. There is a reward that's not tangible. So it's just a way of giving back, to share with them. Because as I said, I considered ourselves, my family, very lucky, very blessed. So as a way of sharing with them, my husband and I was doing, unfortunately, he just passed away, and I am continuing this with the rest, including this home care. And my daughter, incidentally, is the administrator of the home care facility. As I said, no, yung Filipino ka, tapos may asawa ka, may Amerikano or other race, it's actually become a generic for our purpose. That's why even Hispanic, when they step in, nabalitaan nila na meron libre dyang consultation, so they'll just come into our rented space. Right now, we are in Palm Springs. We were able to rent the place very cheap because it's like a government pavilion place. So mura lang. So when they step in, even Hispanic or Armenian or what, we cater to them. Ganun lang. Tapos, masaya. Plus, ang parang icing on the cake, parang bonus sa amin, when we plan for an activity like this coming Saturday. This is the recognition night for volunteers. When we, at the time that we are setting the meeting every night, texting, emailing, phone calls, that's a way between and among us as bonding. At saka, you belong to a group that you can count on. Maganda ang community namin dito. Mga down-to-earth people. Well, that is my judgment, and that is my experience with them. We are in a loving community. And as you would notice in this area, most of us are involved in healthcare. But in my case, I'm also in real estate. And I find fulfillment in real estate very much whenever I hand to my client, the buyer, the key to their home, which is, that's a big project for anybody. The fulfillment of their dream to be a homeowner, when I see their faces handling the key, okay, this time I'm not going to, I tell them, this time I used to open the door for you. This time you open the door of your house. And you will see their faces and their pride of ownership. Ay nako, ang saya, ang nakakaano talaga, nakaka-touch. So even that is business for me, 100%, but it gives me a lot of rewards on top of the monetary compensation. Continue the good work you have done for the next few months that you will stay there. And when I say good, focus on the less fortunate people. I know business is very important, economics is very important, but good economics starts from the smallest unit of business, which is the family. When we start with the family, when we are able to take care of the family, especially in terms of education, because education is really the root of advancement or retrogression, yung pagbaksak. So, in that way, but how could they get good education if they are not healthy? If there is no means of help to help these small business people. So, start from the smallest, going up. Don't go there. And there's so many problems up there. So much so that you forget the problems here you consider small, but actually they're bigger than the biggest over there. So start with the family values. Take care of the families, especially you who are less blessed.